What is up, y'all? Welcome back to the MG Cup Series All-Star Weekend here on Fox. We are at Charlotte, getting ready to get things off for the All-Star race. The Open was exciting last night. Now it's time for the main event. As you can see, Bill Elliott, as we predicted, won the fan vote. He's locked into the tonight's show. Let's see, on the pole. It's random draw, by the way, but on the pole, Clint Bowyer in the 07. To his outside, Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the 88. Then we've got Martin Truex Jr. and Carl Edwards. Rounding out the top five, Denny Hamlin, his teammate, Tony Stewart. Kurt Busch, Kyle Busch, the Busch brothers in row 4. Rounding out the top 10, the top 10 is Jeff Burton and Greg Biffle. Then you see Chris Mack in the 4, Elliott Sadler in the 19. Locked himself in last night. Casey Kane and Sterling Marlin, who won last year's event. Dale Jarrett, Ryan Newman, Bill Elliott, and Jimmy Johnson. The green flag waves. We're racing in Charlotte. And what I made my last year's event, I know it's got a different name, but this is the reboot of the $1 Million Shootout after it was deemed to be too dangerous on those unrestricted and those fictional super speedways. So we basically repackaged the whole event. But as we come off turn number 4 to complete lap 1, a 20-lap shootout to determine who gets $1 million. And this is just straight up. I thought about doing the segments and stages like they do in real life, but nah, we're just gonna have a straight up 20 lapper. I think 20 laps is enough for somebody to come from the back to the front. So this will be competitive for sure. We've got some of the best cars, and Bill Elliott and Dale Jarrett. Yeah, Bill Elliott and Dale Jarrett in the field. Locked in. Jarrett locked in due to his $1 million shootout win, and Elliott locked in due to the fan vote win. And up into the wall is Hamlin and Truex. Not good for them. They're going to lose a ton of ground, especially Truex. He got it pretty good there. He might actually have some damage to that one car. The 19 is Sadler underneath. Those Evernham cars haven't quite been the strongest, which is insane to think about, considering Casey Kane literally just won the 2006 MG Cup Series Championship not even 2 seasons ago. 07 wasn't in the ride due to cost cutting for the team, and now back to 2 full-time rides this season. Casey Kane and Elliott Sadler at the tail end of the field in this event for the 08 season. Just haven't been strong, and they're looking to turn things around. But out in front, we're looking at almost 3 wide for the lead, and look at, here comes Tony Stewart making it 3 wide on the inside. Dale Earnhardt Jr. up high. In the middle is Carl Edwards trying to hang on to his lead. Moves up, squeezing that 88. Here comes Hamlin on the bottom. Will he make it 4? Decides against it, but it's still not going to work out. There's Edwards around into the wall with Junior. Caution's going to come out for the first time tonight. And luckily it's only 2 cars. Never mind, I spoke way too soon. We're wrecking under caution. Casey Kane, Jimmy Johnson, Sterling Marlin, who won the final $1 Million Shootout last season at Armory Digital. And let's see what happened here. Almost 4 wide off the corner. I think Stewart slid up, anticipating his teammate to get to the inside, and actually Hamlin did get his nose in there, but just way later than we all expected. So they spin up into the outside wall. Flagman gets the caution out. These guys are slowing down, checking up. Some are in the grass. And I guess Jimmie Johnson doesn't realize they're under caution. We head down into 1 and 2, and oh, I see what happened. They just kind of squeezed together. I don't think they realized they were 3. Johnson head on to the outside wall. Hard hit for Jimmy. The 07 of Boyer comes down across the nose of the 14, spins Marlin around. Chris Mack gets a piece. Truex, and they're stacking them up. Kasey Kahne got hit from behind by Jarrett, pushed into the wreck. So that's going to end the hopes of Boyer, Johnson. 2 strong contenders for $1 million. We're going to hop back into it here. Green flag back in the air. Joe Gibbs controls this restart. Same rules from last night. Single file restarts here. This is not a points paying race. Here comes the 2 of Kurt Busch to the inside. Looking for the lead. Kurt Busch. Busch not quite able to get there. Now he's underneath and getting hooked into the outside wall. Just not enough space for all those cars to be there. You saw Burton push the issue as well as the 16 of Biffle. These guys very aggressive here. They know they don't have much time and $1 million is on the line. So they got to get up there and go whenever they can. Tony Stewart continues to hang on to the race lead. But here comes Burton and Biffle. Greg Biffle. Man, we haven't talked much about him lately. But he did previously win $1 million shootout, which locks him into this race. Here comes the 31. Burton to the inside. Biffle trying to follow through. Side by side for the race lead. Off of turn number 4. Burton got sideways. Stewart almost got into the wall. That checked them both up. Here comes Biffle pushing the 31 down the right straightaway. Now the 31 slides up. Biffle underneath. Stewart cutting down, 3 wide, great arc into the corner. Can he hold it down on the inside? Not quite. Almost slid up into the 16. But they're all going to keep it straight. 3 wide for the race lead. 3 wide for $1 million potentially. And they're going to go into the wall. Hard impacts for Greg Biffle and Jeff Burton. That's going to slow them down, and that's going to take them both out of contention here. A little bit too aggressive for the lead. Here comes Clint Boyer, though, using the draft to his advantage. Kyle Busch right there behind him as well. Busch has some left side damage as well as Boyer, but they don't care. They're still charging along, so it's nice to see that that damage isn't affecting them how I initially thought it would. But do they have enough time to run down that 20 car? It's 5.5 laps to go here from Charlotte. Through 3 and 4. Stewart leads yet another lap. The 07 of Boyer right there closing in. 18 to Kyle Busch right there as well. 5 laps to go. 4.5 laps to go now as we head down the backstretch. Lots of shuffling around behind, but it doesn't matter. It means nothing at all. Only position that matters in this race is first. 4 laps to go here from Charlotte in the All-Star race. First ever MG All-Star race. 3 wide behind them. Down the back straightaway, they sorted that out. And that's what makes this race different from previous exhibition races. The $1 Million Shootout was the entire field going at it. This is only a select few, and it's different from the Clash because the Clash is based on last season. The All-Star is based on what you've done this season or if you've won the event in a prior year. So nothing you've done in previous seasons matters. Unless you are a past champion like Johnson and Kane, or Tony Stewart did win the previous season's championship in 07. Or Rusty Wallace for that matter, but he's retired. Or unless you've won a pole or a race this season. And Tony Stewart seems to think he belongs here. Yeah, may not have won a race this season. May not have even won a pole. But that Champions Provisional has him locked into this race. Or maybe he has won a race. I don't know, I'm sure. And he's using it to good measures. Kyle Busch diving inside, going for second. It doesn't matter. Tony Stewart's coming to the stripe. He's going to win $1 million from Charlotte. Tony Stewart is the inaugural All-Star Race winner. And I know it was a quick, short little race here, but that is going to do it. I hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit that like button. Subscribe. We're going to watch Jimmie Johnson go around and finish this race. Because, man, he almost went a lap down. That car is beat up. But at least he kept that thing out on the track. And even though he didn't need to, kept chugging along and was able to finish the race. Takes the checker flag right there. But Tony Stewart, $1 million richer. That's going to do it. Hope y'all enjoyed. If you did, hit the like button. Subscribe. Hope to see y'all next time. And until then, peace. See y'all next week for the 600.